If you are sick of this rain, raise your hand. Oh, come on, Jake Self, you gotta raise your hand. Jake is here with Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, and he surprised me a little bit this morning because I figured our topic was gonna be your air conditioning. I figured it would be don't let these moderate temperatures kind of lull you into a false sense of security. But you said our HVAC units are also getting sick of the rain.
Correct.
Why?
So the humidity that usually rises in the afternoon as the temperature and sun comes out with all the moisture that's in the air already, that they are working harder trying to get the humidity out of your house again.
Oh, so how will someone know that? Is it just going to be the typical not working, or will
Usually they say they can tell that the system's working, they feel the air, nice cool air, and their temperatures seem to be okay, but they feel sticky inside their house. And so then we'll get called out and maybe there is a refrigerant issue, maybe there's an airflow issue, or there are chances where we need to install a dehumidifier.
Is that because of the unit or because of the type of house, a dehumidifier?
It could be just how the house was built.
Okay. Like if your house has a crawl space, for example, is that more of a
Correct.
likelihood?
Yep, and then there's just the overall sealing of all your penetrations in your house, how the construction was built. Was it tight or was what they say is loose? Some of the 90s, 80s, and earlier the houses were built very, very loose, and so we need to pull the humidity out of there to help that air conditioner.
90s and 80s, they were built loose. What does that mean? Like the room
We've
for
gotten better. We've gotten better at building energy efficient houses.
Which means that your air conditioning that you're using stays in the house.
Correct.
So there are kind of pros and cons to that, right?
Yeah.
Because then the con could be that if you've got dirty air,
right,
it's staying in there.
And then we should probably talk about some air filtration.
Okay, so that kind of leads me in, because as you were talking, I will confess to you that I was thinking, man, it is complicated when you own a home. I mean, I own a home, but there's always something that you have to be thinking of, and y'all are kind of, if you do the Happy Hiller Club, you kind of do the thinking for people.
We try.
But
We
you
try
know-
to assist, right?
Yeah. I mean,
come
I'll let
out and
you
ask
elaborate.
questions, please. Yeah, we love when we get to come do our maintenance because hopefully there is nothing wrong, or we're trying to get the preventative stuff that are the easy breaks, easy fixes, and then talk about whether it's air quality, water quality, or hey, I want a surge protector, whole home generator because we've had all these storms here lately.
Okay, you want to dovetail into that, or am I
Sure.
leaving something out on the HVAC side?
No, I would just say on the HVAC side, if you feel like maybe there's something wrong, maybe it's struggling in the afternoons, give us a call before it gets any hotter for sure.
Okay. On the surge protector, yeah, you're right. I mean, I mentioned the rain, but it hasn't just been rain.
All these tree limbs down.
Yeah. So are there different ways to protect your house from power outages without a generator, a full generator?
Yeah, you could look at the surge protector, but also what we're still seeing is out of date what we call risers on the side of the house, where either a lot of them the wire is still just stapled up the side of the house. There's not even in PVC or hopefully a rigid riser, which is metal, going up that'd be a lot more sturdy if they do get hit by the tree limbs and stuff coming down.
That the wire just going up, that is the riser?
It could be.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
your
what you're
main power feed for your house.
Okay, so if that's what you have and it's not protected, besides the vulnerability of just the power outage and the tree hitting it, does that also make it more likely to be struck by lightning and cause a fire?
No, I think that's
Okay.
more by chance for sure.
Okay, but the surge protector, that's a whole nother type of protection, right? Because that's also protecting your appliances and
Correct.
things?
Yeah, so that's lightning strikes is by chance, right? But if we have stress on the power grid already and we have fluctuation of how many volts is actually getting supplied to your house, 208, 230 is kind of the norm what we want to our house.
208, 230?
Yep. But if it's getting a spike, say there was 280, 290 going to your house, or it goes below that 208, the surge protector would help to make sure that it protects those appliances.
And how would you know? You just have to know what your particular appliance capacity is?
Yeah,
Is that
correct.
right?
Yeah. No, you're good. You're
I
good.
wish you could see Jake's face. He just gave me the, How dumb are you?
No.
Look, but these are things that most of us don't, I don't ever think about it. But when it strikes you, pardon the pun, it's miserable.
Yep.
So back to the Happy Hiller Club. That's not something that you have to sign up for at the beginning of the calendar year.
No.
Anytime.
Sign up whenever you want.
And is it kind of an a la carte thing?
Correct.
Explain
Tailored
how
to you.
that works.
So we have customers that want all three trades because they want to be able to call one company to take care of all three of them. But we have some of them that have been loyal to a heating and air company. That's fine. Maybe we should just come out for your electrical needs and your plumbing needs, or vice versa. We can tailor it to whatever you want.
Okay, and then depending, let's say you sign up for all three, just you do that. Do y'all come out once a year for each of those three at different times? You do it all at the same
So
time?
it's once for plumbing, once for electrical, and then twice for heating and air because we
Okay.
want to check your heating come fall, winter time, and then the air conditioning for summer.
But you're not going to be sending one person to do all three because you have specialists in
Correct.
each of those categories.
Yeah, too much to know in all three trades.
Yes, but here's simple for you to know, and that is their website and their phone number, because as you heard Jake say, if you're suspecting a problem, especially with that HVAC system, don't wait for the hot weather to come back. So 481-9180 is the phone number. Website, happyhiller.com. Thank you.